Good morning, Kevin here. I'm out on a walk. Cynthia's just up there. She's on a phone call at the moment, so I will get her on here shortly. But it's a real winter's morning. It's snowing. I'm in a place called Linchmere, which is in Surrey, I think. And we're out looking for a particular person, a chap called Colin Hampton. Now, Colin is a man that does the same sort of work exactly as the same as my father used to, cutting chestnut. Just look. I don't know, but this was the most recent cut perhaps, but this is all sweet chestnut through here. Perhaps 2 or 3, 4 years, 5 years ago, this was all cut by Colin and his brother. And there we are, look, and there's another lot up there. That looks like sweet chestnut. I think Colin's been up here for about 30 years, but this is part of Marley, so they've been working their way through here for the last 30 years, cutting different plots, etc, etc. But this looks like a recent cut through here, and I'm not sure if these are sweet chestnut or not. Yes, they are. They're sweet chestnut. But you can see what the stumps look like. They cut them down, mostly all cut at a slight angle. That stops the water laying on these stumps and starting the rotting process. So hopefully we can find Colin. But as you can see, this lot here was cut more years ago than that lot down there. So they're doing it in stages. So let's just carry on up here. This is a woodland track that we're going up. Look, I'm going on. There's Cynthia up there, still on a phone call. But look, all cleared through here. Lynchmere Estate, council. Well, it was an old council estate, just through the back there. That's mostly all private now, I think. Anyway, let's carry on along here. Hopefully, we can find Colin at some point. I did get a smell of smoke just now, which is a good sign. Well, I've now got to the edge of the sweet chestnut and it completely changes. Let me just show you around here, look, where this has been cut. Oak trees and that have been left in place, obviously, because they're not allowed to be cut because they're protected. But look how it changes. It almost looks like it's got masses of oak trees, but look at the holly. There is just masses of holly. I've never seen anything like this. This is a real surprise. Just look at that, and look at the size of them. They are huge, absolutely huge. Now I can hear a chainsaw going away in the distance, but I don't know whether that's the person I'm looking for. So we don't know which way we've got to go. Cynthia's still on a phone call to her daughter. Ashley lives in Switzerland, so they're on it's lovely that they're having a lovely long phone call. Because Ashley's so busy with her little girl Ivy, and she's also working now as well. But Ashley's getting her house ready for Cynthia's other daughter, Holly, and their close friend Jenny to go out for a visit this weekend. Well, look who's back. Hi. She's off of a phone call to her daughter. I've just explained to them that Ashley lives in Switzerland, yeah, and you don't get a chance to have a really nice long phone call. So she's done that, and literally by my side here, that side, look, Serpent's Trail, which is something we've got to carry on doing. But look at this row of beech trees all the way down through here, and it started snowing again. Not very heavy, but it is. But we're still on the search for this elusive man. Here she comes, look, here she comes. Treading very carefully, which I don't blame her. We've just had a stop. We've just had a stop and a quick cup of coffee. We don't want to stand still too long because it is really, really cold. Cynthia very sensibly kept her gloves on when she was having a drink, and I took mine off, which was a big mistake. So we still haven't found them. But we do know that years ago, just through there, the Hampton brothers cut that lot. And I'm surprised these trees here haven't been cut, because they are ready, I think. But just here, and I can't remember if I've ever videoed here before, there's a very special yew tree. Oh no, this isn't the one. Got a little way to go, sorry. Yeah, but we will go past it. Oh, up this way, since you're saying. Oh, there are still ribbons in the tree. And this is where people used to come along and put their ribbons in for different reasons. But here we go, look at this. Isn't that wonderful? And I think I'm right in saying, Cynthia, wasn't there complaints about this?
I'm not sure, they did all get taken off at one point.
Yeah.
But they're coming back, aren't
They are.
they? There used to be a lot more.
Yeah, they did. And there used to be jars here as well, didn't there?
Yeah, there may be something in the trees, if you look, wedged in the branches, around the other side.
Around the other side, look at these ribbons here. I like it. Look, different reasons. There used to be something wedged in the branches here, but
the kids climb up to put
yeah.
those in.
But I don't know whether it's like a remembrance thing or.
I don't think people know why they do it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Someone's done it and it's just caught on.
It's caught on. I don't dislike it. They're not doing any damage to the tree, and you know, it's just nice. People want to come, put a ribbon in the tree, and just sit here perhaps for a little while. Anyway, that's the special yew tree. Now then, which way have we got to go? Down there, okay.
When the sun's out.
Yeah. Well, we've just come down that path there, and there's a row of beech trees all the way along there on that right-hand side, looking back up there. But coming this way, we've got these silver birch trees all the way through here. And it's very wet underfoot in places. Look at that. The whole bit, all the way along this bank, all the way into the distance, is all silver birch. But look at these beech trees here. Still got some beautiful autumnal colours. Well, we're still walking. Cynthia said we'll be coming up to the old pond in a minute. There's me, we're walking along thinking, or I'm thinking, we've got to do a left somewhere soon to take us back over the top of Lynchmere estate in the hope of seeing Colin. And then Cynthia says to me, we're well past there, so we're not going that way. Look at this stream coming down out of the woods. So I've got to step over this. There's a bridge there, but I'm not going to go on that because it's slippery. Come up here. Footpath signs there, look. Going up round that way and up this way. Up a little bit of a short, steep climb. Oh, and here's this old pond. Yew tree there, a bit of a stunted one, and an oak tree. What's the history behind this thing? Don't know.
I think it's some history of a big house that we've got the water at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what it's history. Obviously clearly a man-made pond.
Man-made pond with all the brick wall all the way around. It's funny shape as well.
Yeah.
In fact, just through there, there's a brick wall comes along,
Yeah, you can walk along.
but then there's another pond behind it. I wonder if this was some sort of something to do with industry back in the day.
I'm not sure because we're very close to Fernhurst.
Yeah,
And you have the iron.
yeah, the ironworks down there.
Where's it not really an outlet that end, is there?
No, there's no outlet there, but that's clearly the way the water would fall down the hill. And there is a gap, a deliberate gap in that wall over there. Well, it looks like a deliberate gap to me. And you've got that little... Perhaps that pond behind is just natural nature filling that in. And no, there's no wall. I think perhaps that wall's been taken down. I don't think that's a natural thing, because the wall is intact all the way around. It's just that bit through there. Possibly they've taken that down so that the water doesn't get any deeper the other side. to let it flow through perhaps. But this is just, as you can see, stagnant water just here with all this mildew over it. But the actual pond itself, you probably can't see it through this camera, but you can actually see the bottom of this pond. But it's just not flowing anywhere. There's got to be some sort of a seepage from somewhere to get this water out, otherwise it will just overflow, which is very strange. Yeah, it could be, yeah, it could feed through just over there somewhere and then down through that little stream. Yeah, interesting. Oh, I'm not going to try and walk on those walls because it looks a bit dodgy over there. No, of course not. But this here, going all the way up there,
we're nearly there,
was where we got to go.
Well.
Anyway, look, I've been left behind. That's not very nice, is it? I've got to fend for myself. And this is probably where you're going to see me stop half a dozen times walking up this hill. Oh my gosh, this is really... I don't think I've been up this way before. I've been down. I can see Cynthia's bobble hat about 30-40 yards in front of me, and she's still climbing. So, anyway, she's talking to somebody up here. Look at this. So steep. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? We've just stopped and spoken to a gentleman down there. In fact, I said to you just now, Cynthia was quite a bit ahead of me, and you can only get one person past at a time. And I said to the gentleman, I said, on the camera, it doesn't show you how steep this hill is. And you've got roots. Ugh. Gosh, bloody hell. Cynthia?
Yeah.
Just tell everybody what you've just said to me.
Look, this is the rest point, and that's the worst bit. And now you've got to climb up there.
That's the worst bit there.
Yes, that's that bit.
And we've got to go up there now.
Yeah, it isn't quite so bad.
Not quite so bad.
But it's quite steep.
Quite steep.
You'll get a view at the top.
Great. So that way, Cynthia says, you can head to Fernhurst that way. This is so cruel. This is like a punishment. We're having enough. Whew. Start that bit again, Kevin. We were having a nice walk until we come to that hill. But I should have known really, because we went down that slope earlier on past the yew tree with the ribbons on. So I should have known that at some point we've got to go uphill. And that's exactly what we're doing. Well, we're back walking.
And it's cold.
And it's cold. We had got quite hot walking up that hill, but we had a little break. Found a bench seat to sit on with some wonderful views. As we're going through here, I've got to be careful, it could be cattle grazing. But from where we were sitting, looking right across the valley to the South Downs, the South Downs were snow-capped. And it, you know, obviously we can't really tell, but it looked as though it could be quite deep. Because if it was just a very light dusting, you wouldn't have seen it. But I mean, it was quite standing out quite a bit. Cynthia's just pointed this oak tree out, and it says, in amongst all the liching, which is not coming off very easy, let's have a quick. This oak tree was planted in December 2011 to celebrate 100 years of the ownership of Marley Common by the National Trust. Wow, 100 years they've owned this. That's amazing. Didn't know that. Well, just here, at the end of this walk by this gate, just here, which I presume we've got to go through.
Yeah.
It says the Linchmere Society. And it tells you about all the different bits and pieces about the Linchmere Society. And there, we've got the map. Just there. And leaflets. They've even got leaflets in there for you. And about the countryside code. So we've got to go through this gate. Down here. Where does this lead to now?
Down to Camelsdale.
Okay. And here he is on a big gate, look. The Linchmere Society. Gate number 5. Well, we're nearly back in Camelsdale. Is in
West Sussex.
West Sussex.
Just.
On the borders here between West Sussex, Surrey and Hampshire. Well, we're finishing a walk now, so we are actually walking down through here, which is beautiful. Just seen a lady with a lovely, cutest little dog, which I wanted to pick up and take home, but I heard Cynthia say you can't take it home, which is a shame. But anyway, lovely walk. We didn't find Colin, so we're going to have to do another walk to come and find him. So anyway, this will be Kevin and Cynthia saying bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.
Hello, my name's Andrew Norris and I'm standing in a wood in Croatia. If like me you've just enjoyed watching Kevin's latest video, do give him a thumbs up, and if you haven't, consider subscribing. In that way you'll be kept informed of every new video that Kevin uploads. Thank you.